Hey guys, today it's all about oil. We're going to see exactly how to measure the oil level because mistakes are made all too often. The when and how is really important. Then we'll take a look at an oil change in the garage, so let's go. We'll start off with, when should I measure the oil level? Obviously after the warm-up phase, as the oil needs to be at operating temperature. It's like an athlete, they need to warm up too, right? We don't want to waste any time, so let's warm it up. It's hard work. No, of course it's not. Warming it up doesn't mean you have to go at a snail's pace. Rather, you should avoid high engine speeds and in manual cars, switch up the gears quickly. So basically avoid overburdening the engine. That's what we're gonna do now. The car has to be on a level surface, not on a hill. It's gotta stand still for a couple of minutes so that the oil can collect in the oil pan, otherwise you're gonna get a false reading, and we don't want that. So here we go. To measure the oil level, I need a dry and lint-free cloth. Not bad. If you want to measure the oil level, don't forget that the engine is warm, and it's bad news if the oil drips down the sides of it, as you can imagine. So what do? We pull the oil dipstick out and give it a clean. What's important, and one of my personal tips, speaking from experience, is to be gentle with the oil dipstick when you replace it. As you can imagine, if you put it back in the oil pan too quickly, the oil sloshes around and gives you a false reading. Now we remove the oil dipstick slowly and turn it slowly, avoiding too much movement. Otherwise, we'll have an incorrect reading. If the oil level is somewhere between the minimum and maximum markers, like it is here, it's absolutely perfect. If you drive a lot of short distances, you'll notice that the oil level reduces a bit more quickly during longer journeys. That's simply down to the fact that the fuel or parts of the fuel and condensation evaporate. We've already loosened the oil filter housing to get to the oil filter, and here it is. That's what we're going to change now. When draining the oil, it's important that the car is on a flat surface. It makes no sense to do it in the garage with a jack. That's because any remainders of old oil in the oil pan that you can't get rid of basically render the entire oil change useless. On a side note, we need special tools and knowledge to change the oil properly, so let's drain the black gunk. Ooh, I'd say it's about time, right? It's a good job that the garage can get rid of it. To carry on with our oil change, we need to make sure everything underneath is sealed, such as we've renewed the oil drain plug. There's a seal on it that prevents leakage. Done and dusted, filter and seal have been replaced, and that's how it's installed. And with precisely the right torque for the job, of course, that goes without saying. I can't tell you enough, stick to the oil change intervals because fresh oil, good oil, is your engine's life insurance. To give you a comparison, this is a sample of old oil from the GTI Club Sport. It's dirty, it can't lubricate 100% or to an optimal degree. And here, by comparison, we have fresh oil. This can provide optimal lubrication. It's like springtime for your engine. It's happy, and if it's given fresh oil more frequently, it'll be even happier. And that's what it's getting now. So the time has come, time to refill. To do so, we need the right fill quantity. I know the GTIs, but just as a side note for you guys, if you refill because the oil level is too low, then please do it in stages. Overfilling is just as bad as driving with too little oil. And we don't want that, as it harms both the engine and catalytic converter. So let's start filling. We have to celebrate this. Round of applause, please. Guys, I need another liter. Wow, cool. Thanks. All in all, just remember, measure properly, fill properly, maintain properly. That's super important when it comes to oil. After all, a well-kept service schedule is reassuring. You know that your car is in good condition. Plus, you'll get more money when you sell it. All right, see you soon.